China used to purchase more than 25% of the United States soybeans. Due to tariffs imposed this year by the Trump administration, the country has reacted with its own set of tariffs on U.S. products, including a 34% overall tariff rate on soybeans. The exchange has made getting soybeans from the U.S. significantly more expensive for the Chinese buyers. Here to talk about what impact this might be having on soybean trade and our Ohio farmers who grow it is Kirk Merritt, the executive director of both the Ohio Soybean Association and the Ohio Soybean Council. Kirk, when people think of soybeans, they may not realize all the things that they're used for. Can you give us some examples of the companies that use soybeans from Ohio farmers and some of the products they also go into?
Sure, I'd be happy to, and thanks for the opportunity to talk with you today. The soybeans are primarily used in the food industry. When you process the bean, you get the protein, which goes into livestock feed. So indirectly, you're eating soy when you eat a hot dog or a hamburger or a steak or an egg or drink your milk. In addition to that, when you process the soybean, you get the oil, which is used in a wide variety of food applications, cooking oil, salad dressings, all kinds of food products. In recent years, in addition to that, we've seen significant growth in soybeans used in biofuels and consumer and industrial products as well.
Yeah, and we're hearing that the tariffs, they're out there. Due to those tariffs, the Chinese buyers are seeking cheaper alternatives down in South America. Have Ohio soybean farmers seen maybe a drop in their soybean sales or contracts? And do you think that that's like an immediate issue or a long-term issue with those contracts?
It's a really good question. To date, we have seen lower prices, but the direct impact of the China situation has not hit yet. We're heading into harvest. Farmers are beginning to harvest now. That's when we're going to feel the real impact of it if a deal is not reached with China. They have not yet bought any soybeans from the harvest that's coming up. Typically, they've already booked a bunch of orders from our farmers, and so we're still holding out hope that there'll be a deal with China that will lead to significant export sales from the United States. But the downward pressure on prices is pretty significant and certainly could get worse.
Do you foresee an issue with international sales, or do you think that maybe there'll be more need for an American, locally produced product that will fill some of the gaps in the industries that need this product?
It's a really good question. I really think the soybean story over the last few years is a real success story of American agriculture. What do I mean by that? We can meet all the domestic needs that we have for soybean oil and soybean meal in our food and industrial products. We can meet all of that and still have a lot left over to help feed the world. It's a real testimony to the productivity and the efficiency of American farmers. So the challenge with that is that we've already met all of our domestic needs. So we really need to look for export markets. Exports have been more than half of our business over the last 15, 20 years. We've diversified markets. We've had a lot of good success in new markets, but China is still a big market and still has great opportunity for us if we can get it done.
You and I were talking about all of the Ohio farmers that grow soy. You see their crops locally if you're driving around. Do you think Americans have a use for the amount of soy that Ohio farmers are used to growing? Do you think that they could, suck up some of that demand?
It would be difficult. Export markets really need to be a significant source of business for us. We're working hard every day to drive more demand for soy domestically and internationally. But I really think for farmers to prosper and to prosper long term, we are going to need to build and maintain those export markets.
All right, Kirk, thank you so much for taking the time to join us as we watch to see how this all pans out. Appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thank you.